welcome to another exciting episode of Coffee Flicks. Today on the show, we'll be looking at RT Kendall, Forgiveness by RT Kendall.
My summary of the beautiful sermon on forgiveness is that essentially, don't forgive. You're going to cause yourself disease. So the reason you forgive is to feel good.
When I first watched it, he was still battling with whether to forgive that nasty lady who hurt her kid. I think when somebody hurts your kids, it hurts more than when they hurt you. Myself, being a mom, I carry the weight of my kids. I am not responsible.
Each of us humans has a desire that comes from God to be loved and to love others. And if I want to experience that love from God, then I need to show up in love for others. No judgment, negative judgments. I just show up like Jesus did.
Appreciated the topic about forgiveness. More people speak about it, you recognize truly people are dealing with their own hypocrisy. It was a little challenging to hear him struggling with it right after hearing this beautiful story about this mom who had her child be killed and then forgive a gentleman and not only turn around his life but also have other young men come to Jesus. And it's interesting to know that it might be harder for that pastor to come through it, but he made such a strong message that people listen to. And this guy who's behind bars only is being held in the idea of him actually being in actions like forgiveness. More than what I took from someone just speaking about it and preaching, it really is a practice that everyone has abilities to step into.
RT Kendall's sermon, though well-intentioned, does what most sermons do, and it turns a simple subject into a marathon of moralizing. It essentially stretches out the idea of forgiveness into an hour-long lecture using reused Bible stories that we've heard a million times over, anecdotes that are personalized and makes you feel hoity-toity inside like he's some higher righteous being, and overall it could have just been said in 5 minutes that either you forgive people or you're gonna rot from the inside.
Overall, I thought the message is good, but the part that disturbed me about it is when he talked about not holding people accountable, or, I don't remember his exact wording. He didn't actually say accountable, but I feel like if someone's wronged a person, yes, forgive them, but if it's something, they should still be responsible for what they've done. They have to be held accountable for their behavior.
Salvatore tells a good story. The anecdotes are certainly relevant to the concepts of forgiveness, but the Adventures in the Forgotten Realms saga been going on for a long time, and I feel like at some point the story's gotta end.
So I always hate the story of Joseph and the Technicolor coat because I don't get why his brothers would want to murder him just because they want that coat. And it's just so wrong, and it makes me feel icky inside. And I just don't understand, hating someone that you're related to that much.
I just don't think the pastor should be going around romanticizing suffering. Literally, R. Kelly says, the greater the suffering, the greater the anointing, as though there's some spiritual currency in your suffering so that you can forgive. That is asinine.